Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review and also quick unbox this nice looking Android box. It is Buzztv's XRS4500 MAX. This will take you another little notch up. It is from their 4500 series. The 4000 series and 4500 series will accept the newest updates that are coming towards it in a very near future. I do not want to forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, click the subscribe button. Make sure you share this with your friends and family, and make sure you click the notification icon and select all in order for you to get notified once we have a new video out. On top of that, if you have a question, drop them at the bottom of the video. We love to help you out ASAP. And click the like button. It really motivates us to make these type of videos quickly and a little more detail every time. Alright, you can see that the box is really nicely designed. In the back you have a gigantic picture of an elephant that really triggers you to look at the internal storage. With this one comes with 128 GB. It comes with 4 GB of DDR4 Ram, and you can see that once we slowly open the box itself, what I really like about this is how they package things inside of this box. You can see that each one have its own little sections. So we will cover it one by one and show you exactly what's involved in each of these itself. Alright, so the first one we're going to open is going to be power supply. Now this one is a little bit different power supply than the older versions, and I will explain what it is. So it comes inside of another package. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be their universal, or they call it global power adapter. So it has different heads into it, and we will explain why they positioned this box with a universal or global power adapter. Now, the power adapter is a global power adapter. It has been designed so that we can take it when you travel around the world, and you can use the same piece so you can connect it to the wall. The only thing is just the header part have to be exchanged. Another good part about this is it will bring a little bit ease for your Wi-Fi range. Also, it is going to bring a little ease with your SoC or the actual CPU, and also the main board. So it has a low frequency, so this way it is not going to bother when you're connecting it to the wall, and also when the electricity comes in inside of your actual box, it is not going to bring any kind of disturbance, so you have lower or even a black screen on your TV. It is an excellent power adapter. It is 5 volt, 2 amps and 10 watt. Another package that they have sent, it's called remote control. Now inside of remote control, it is very heavy, so let's see what's involved inside of this. So first thing inside of that package is the actual power connector. So this is USB 2.0, which will go to your power adapter itself, and the other side will be connecting to your box. So this way you will get a proper wire and a proper voltage out of this going to your box. The next thing that they brought in is this Energizer battery. They have taken care of little parts to make a big difference. And then the remote itself. Now the remote is pretty cool. It is the BT100 is the model number, and it carries a lot of things with it. The first thing I want to mention is you can control your TV with this. Instruction on how to do it is written all in the back. And when you open the back is where you're going to put your Energizer batteries. So it is backlit, and we will show you in a few seconds on how that's working. Alright, so let's see exactly how this backlit looks. So you can see that the remote is nice. I only have one light on right now, and that's about it. So now when I press any button, you can see that it lights up. And the best part is that it lights up only on the parts that are cut in the actual white. So the next box that is part of this is this little box. It's called cables. So when you open it up, you will find your HDMI cable inside of it. And that's about it, just the HDMI. Now here is the actual unit. It's sitting inside of a little plastic that once you take it out, this is how it looks. It has a little plastic on top. I know that there are some bubbles in it, but you're supposed to take this off. I really like it, and I do not want to take it out since I have the 64 gig version, which is right over here. Now if I take it off, I think I will misplace, and I do not know which one will be which. So here you go. This is the 64 gig and this is the 128. and it will look exactly the same. So I think I will be making a mistake which one is which. So that's why I'm going to keep this the same. Here you go. So from the front, you have the logo really nicely there. So when you turn it on, it goes blue. And then going on the side of it, you have a micro USB slot, so it can read up to 128 gigabyte. You have one USB 3.0, one USB 2.0. Go into the back part of it. I really like that little cut goes around it. And you have the AV port. You have a gigabit LAN. You have HDMI 2.1. Optical audio connections, you can connect it to older type of stereo. And also you have the 5-volt DC. Going on the other side, there's nothing there. But once you go to the bottom part, you have 4 little legs so it can stand up. You have full ventilation so it can breathe. You have some stickers here so that will show you your model number. And also says who made it, where it's made. And also you have a sticker for your MAC address and for your serial number, which I cannot show. And that's about it. Let's get this connected. So first thing you want to connect is going to be your HDMI cable. If you have an Air Mouse remote, go ahead, connect it first, and then connect the power. And in the front, you should see that little blue light light up. So once you turn on your box for very first time, you will go through this little animation. And I want to mention that every time you restart, you should see this animation. And then once it goes into the main screen, this is what you see. So you have this nice launcher. Now there's 3 launchers, we will get to it. This is their main launcher, and then you will get this little logo on the top. You have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Ethernet, and then the time and date, which is perfect. Now on the main screen, you should see live, VOD, PVR, and EPG. Then on this section, you should see a little preview screen or picture-in-picture from your LiveTV. Now, since I didn't get into it, that's why you do not see it. The next part is going to be all apps. So when you click on it, you should see all the apps. Now, there's a lot of them that we have installed, so we can test it out. And also you have on the main screen, you should see App Store. Now, this is going to Aptoide. Now, going next, these are all the ones that we made shortcuts. How do you do it? You have a little button, says plus. And then once you do it, you can click on one of these icons. You'll get this pop-up, say yes, go back, and it's added. Now that's not the only thing. You can click on it for a few seconds, press the OK button, and then you will be able to move a remove shortcut directly from the main screen, or even uninstall the app directly from the main screen. So what we want to do is move it. This is how it works. Now, once it's done, press OK so it can stay, and there you go. And if you want to get rid of it from the main screen, just click on it again and say remove shortcut, and it's gone. As easy as that. The next part is going to be top 10 channels. Now these are your favorites that you favorited from your LiveTV. Now I have to mention that this list can be unlimited. That's not the only thing. If you want to move one of these to be your first one, as an example, Dukes of Hazzard, just click on it for a few seconds. It says move, or you can remove it from your main screen or from your favorite list. So you can just click on it on move, and we can make it first one on the list or last one on the list, and press OK, and it stays there. That's it. As easy as that. Now you can also do the same thing for your VOD, which I have not played with yet. That's not the only thing. Again, going down, you have settings. When you click on it, you should see some little options. Now I know that I already going to just blur out the little part for the account itself, but when you go down, you have apps. And this is where you're going to go in order for you to go into one of these apps right there. You can see it says clear data or clear cache. This is where you come to do it. As easy as that. So we will get out of that too. Then the next part is going to be remote and accessories. Here's the best part. On the Buzztv, you will be able to turn off Bluetooth. I know that the 4500 XR and XRS does not have this function. I heard from them that they're going to enable this. So this way you can turn it on. And now you will be able to see your remote, which is BT100 right there. Or you want to add another accessory, something like your headphones, your earbuds. Also, you want to put in a speaker to this. It will work perfectly. You can connect it right there and it will be done. Or you can totally turn off your Bluetooth. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Another good part is the Buzz utility. We will cover that in total different section because there's a lot of little things in this that we can play with. The next part is going to be advanced settings. This is where you're going to see your display, which means it's screen resolution. You can change it to 4K and we will get out of that. The next part is the screen position. If you see a little black line around it, like right now, you can go to it and you can fix it by making it 100% or whatever screen size your TV picks up, you will be able to fix it right there. We will get out of that too. The next part is HDMI CEC. If you want to turn this on, you want to turn off your TV, your box will shut off with it. This will really help you out. If you need questions about that, drop them at the bottom of the video. We love to help you out. Your power definition, which is right there, so you can shut down, you can restart, you can suspend. This is all going to be right here. If you have questions, ask. We love to help you out. Another part is picture. We will leave this alone and we will get out. Let's go first to AIDA64. So by default, you can see the manufacturer is AM Logic. The model number is XRS4500 MAX. The installed RAM is 4 GB. And also the internal storage, you can see it shows that it's 109.33 GB. Now you have to understand this is 128 GB and this is how much is available right now for you to install apps, games, or if you want to record something on this unit. Is a lot. And going to Bluetooth itself is 4+. Going under display itself, the screen resolution is under 1080p. GPU is running on Mali G31, which is a single core GPU, but it is running on 60 Hz. And the OpenGL is running on 3.2, which means as you can play your games on it very sharp and accurately. We will show you in this video. The next part is under Android, so you can see the version on this is 9 Pi. Here's the security patch is from September 5th, 2020, which is not that far ago. And also the device is not rooted. Under codec, scroll up a little bit, H.263 is there, but if you want to really learn more about it, we can request, we will make another video for that. But you can see VP8 is there, MPEG-4 is there, and going up a little bit, you will see VP9 right there, the two versions. Also VP8, there's another version, and going MPEG-2, and also the H.263, 264, and going more, it has a lot of little details for your video codecs and audio inside of this that you can see. Now the next thing we will launch is going to be Geekbench 5. We have already run this. You can see under single core we have 143 and under multi-core we have 407, which is a really good number for this chipset itself. Now the next thing that we have done is run some Antutu benchmark, and you can see that under benchmark itself, this is the number that we got is 86,676. It's a really good number for this type of chipset with this type of RAM and also how much storage it has. So it brought a lot of ease, and that's why you see the numbers are very good. The next thing we will launch is going to be root checker. Now we have already checked it under AIDA64 that it says not rooted, but you can verify it by just clicking here and it will tell you that there is no root access. Go to YouTube. Now as soon as it starts, it will be a little bit pixelish and then it should change to a beautiful color. You can see that it is 4K. It's very nicely done, and now you will be able to watch your videos accurately from YouTube on this box. Now next thing we're going to launch is going to be speed test, and we have already run this a few times, so let's go through. First thing first that I have done is connected to LAN connection. The internet speed that I have today is a gigabit. My upload rate is about 32 megabits per second, and you can see the first thing that I have done is when I run it, I like that arc. It doesn't dip down that much. It start going up and it start coming down a little bit right here. So I have 760. My upload rate was already exceeding the 32 megabits. I get a little bit more, and once I did it one more time, it dipped down a little bit. You can see that it goes up, and then over here it arcs a little down, and then it start playing around a little bit. I thought I'm gonna get about 700 again, but this time it got me 632 for my download rate and 32.9 for the upload rate. You can see that it just start going through, and there's a little bit of a dip right there. So that's really cool. Now I done it one more time, and this time I connected it to my second router as a 5G that I'm always testing, and you can see that I got, this is on Wi-Fi 5G, I got 131 for my download rate, 32.4 for my upload rate. When I did it one more time, I got it on 129, so it came down a little bit. You can see there's not much of a dip. And then I got 32.5 for my upload rate, which is really cool. You can see that it goes all the way through. There's a little dip here and that's it. So it's not a lot. You can see that it goes nice and straight. For my download, I had some little ups and downs here. But what I did is I have a mesh network. I connected it to that. And you can see that it jumped to 260 and it started going up. It was a dip a little bit here, then went up. I thought I'm going to get about 300, but it started going downhill after that. And then my upload rate is still exceeding the 32. It went up a little bit, so that is really cool. And over here, it was down a little bit, so it was about 31 and it went back to 32. Now, when I did it one more time, I got 255 by my download, which is really cool. There's not much off ups and down, just at the end of it you can see. And then my upload rate was 32.2, which is really good. And then when it goes right here, it went up a little bit more, so it was about 32.8. Then it came back down to 32.2. Again, it's really good. My ping is really good too. From the start to the end, it's not that much of a difference. It's really good ping. So going through all this, what it tells me is that they have done their job accurately. So this way I have all of the numbers properly set up, so that way I can go through and easily use this box using LAN or using Wi-Fi. Now, if you want to learn more on why these numbers dip down or goes up, don't worry, ask us at the bottom of the video. We have some knowledge and we start learning more about this, so we can bring it on the table for you so you will learn more. The next thing we will cover, and is going to be very short and sweet because there's a lot of other videos that we have. TV utility. This is going to be huge, by the way, but I want to make it as short as possible so that we can learn more about this. Buzz Utility have a bunch of options for Buzztv boxes itself. It's starting from system update. They have gathered it all together, and if there is any updates available, when you check, it should tell you. So right now I don't have any updates. The next thing is backup and restore. Now this is huge. If you want to back up your box, as soon as you set it up, you can use a USB to back it up for very first time. And that way, if something happens to your box, give and take a month, 2 months, a year later, you can directly connect that back. Once you factory reset or you got another box, go to restore and it will restore it from that USB, even keeping your server ID the same, so that way you're not going to have any kind of problem. Another good part is home screen row. So they have done it this way. You can have LiveTV, VOD, and also TV series. So if your LiveTV provider is going to allow you to see TV series, it will also show up on a main screen. Same thing with your VODs. Now how this looks, I already showed you guys on the main screen that once you go up, there you go, I got my top 10, so I can see it. Now you can do the same thing for VOD and also TV series. Now TV series is the only thing that if your provider provides separately, you will be able to make your own section just like this so you can see it. Next part is power options. Now power options is really cool. Now by default, when you turn it on, it goes to main screen. Now what they have also done is you can leave it on live. So if you turn it off and you turn it back on, it automatically logs you into your LiveTV, and whatever channel you left last, it will come up for you. You can do the same thing once you turn off your box and you turn it back on, it will go to your channel list if you leave it on this. And or you want to go directly, once you turn on the box itself, logs into your LiveTV, then goes up to APG. So this way you can see what's playing at what time, and it will always going to be stuck on the same place that you left last time. And that's another thing. Another good part is navigation bar. A lot of people are asking for these days. I do not know why. And I start seeing it on some little reviewers that are always saying, oh, I don't have it and I really don't like it. It is not something mandatory for you to have, is this little bar in the bottom. Do you like it when you're watching a video that shows up in the bottom? I don't. I really don't. Unless I want to take screenshots, and then it will really help me out. Except that I really don't need this here. This is not going to help me when I'm watching a video with huge icons in the bottom. I do not know why people like this. So they have set up a little option that you can turn it on if you want to use it, or turn it off if you do not want to use it. But you have to come to Buzz Utility and then go to navigation bar in order for you to turn it on or turn it off. Makes it very simple again. Now next thing is something that a lot of boxes missing. These guys thought ahead, which is really cool. So remember that if you have different phones or different tablets or different boxes, they come with 2 or 3 launchers. In order for you to get it, you have to press home a bunch of times. And if you set up under default, then it's gone. You have to go to settings, you got to go to apps, and then you will be able to see it in order to play with it. These guys made it very simple. The one that we're using is called modern. So this way you can go to your main screen and this is your modern one. So if you have LiveTV, then you have a little picture-in-picture right here, which will be awesome. Now what they have done is going into your Buzz utility and then going into home screen, you can change it to classic. Now classic view is from their 3000 series. I have a lot of videos, I'm sure that you have seen this before on our channel, that you can select different things directly from here. You can go to settings and it will bring you back to the same type of look that we had on our XPL 3000s with Buzztv itself. And now if you want to go to server, just go to server just like before. You will be presented to Buzztv 4 and very easily you should be able to play with it. Now that's not the only thing. Going back to settings and going back to utilities and we're going back to home screen, you should be able to change this to the third screen, which is called media player. Now this is very basic, just like the other ones. You can create a folder so you can place your apps inside of it, or you can go to apps and now easily you will be able to play with all of your apps. But if you want to make a little shortcut, you can click this little plus sign and you can select one of the apps and say yes. And that way when you press back, it shows up on your main screen. Now you can do the same thing when you want to make a folder. So I will name it new. So this way we can make it very quick. And once you name it, then that way it already shows up. So you can say done. And now you have a folder right here called new. Now you can go to it and you can select apps that you want and say yes. And now when you press back, it shows up on a third row, which is beautiful. Best part about this is that you have the settings right on the top. You have Google search, so you can search for things. You have a little widget for your weather, and you can also go to settings and you can go to Buzz utilities. And in Buzz utilities, you can set up your weather settings. And that way you can change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit if you are living in the United States. And that way you can get your temperature properly for your weather widget that you have on a main screen, which makes it very simple. So in conclusion, this box will do the job for you accurately. When it comes to an actual internal storage, it has enough storage for you to record at least 100 hours in a 1080p quality. Now when it goes to an actual gaming, you can see that it is just looks like a butter. There's not much of a frame drop whatsoever, and connecting a gamepad to this is a breeze. You just have to connect it via Bluetooth, or you can connect it via USB and it will go through perfectly. There's no stop to it. I want to mention that if you want to order this, links will be available in the bottom. That if you want to get some more information from the official website will be available in the bottom of this video. Except that, I hope you guys like our video. If you do like it, click the like button, subscribe button on the top, comment on the bottom. Always remember to visit our own website, which is xetex.info. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and other social networking places, and thank you.